Hey guys, welcome to another commentary with Perfect. Back again after a couple of months of hiatus. Sorry, I've been just super busy with work and haven't been on Cockatrice too much. But today I'm playing my buddy Virtus again, who is playing Godo, and I'm playing Iname. Iname is one of those decks that you don't see very often, but I really think that it's probably top 10 for sure. And one of the most famous players is Evergreen, who just took second in the Salvation Tournament. He did really well. I'm using his deck right now. Thanks for letting me use that, buddy. So let's just stop real quick and get a quick bearing on the game. Again, like I said, Virtus is playing Godo. I'm playing Iname. Pretty standard starts. He got a turn 1 Lotus Bloom, a Bauble, and a Mind Stone, and I just have my Mind Stones, and I think he started first. Yeah, he did. Looking at my hand, I have Twilight's Call, Harabi, Land, Distress, and more land. So I'm okay. When you're playing a name, majority of the time you'll win just off of a name cast because of all the creatures that you can put on the graveyard for free, basically. You'll see that a little bit later in the game. But when you're playing this deck, you want to be shooting for a turn 4 or 5 a name as quickly as possible. The deck itself is not that hard to play, but there's a lot of tricks that I've found, and so I've been slowly learning it. I just started this week. As you can see, Virtus is about to cast his Godo. So Godo is a lot like Iname in the fact that once you cast Godo, you're in a really strong position because you just give yourself huge amounts of board advantage. In his hand, he's got Price of Progress and Volcanic Fallout. Fallout's not gonna. I don't care about Fallout, honestly. Price of Progress could hurt me, but for the most part, since I'm monocolored, I'll be okay. I cast Harabi, 4/4 flying. It's pretty good, honestly. When you combo it with, say, Kuro, Lord of the Pit, you can clear an entire board for like 5 life, which is just stupid. Let's see. So he wastelands my wasteland. He's just basically trying to slow me down. He knows that he'll be able to cast Godo this turn, and then be able to hopefully lock me out. And he actually draws in a lightning bolt, which is very good for him, because it'll instantly kill Harabi. Yep, there's Godo. He's probably going to go fetch Batterskull. I think that's what he's been mostly fetching in the games that I've played with him recently. Batterskull is really good in the fact that it has vigilance and it gives you tons of life. And so fighting through one is really, really hard sometimes, especially in the early game when you don't have huge amounts of things. One of the problems with the name is that you don't have a lot of removal, and so getting rid of enchantments or artifacts is really, really quite difficult, actually. So I draw into Victimize here. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in my graveyard, but that's okay. We're just still waiting on a name, and then hopefully we can follow that up with Twilight's Call so that we can get all our spirits back to the graveyard. By the way, I forgot to explain how a name works. When a name enters the battlefield, you search for any number of spirit cards, and Evergreen is really condensed down his creatures so that it's only the best of the best right now. Godo hits me for 14, so 6 from Godo himself, and then another 4 from the Batterskull. It's not looking super good. I still have a little bit of time to recover here. He also has Price of Progress in hand. The only thing that would hit would be nothing, actually, because I could just pop that in response for a swamp. I get a name, and here are the creatures that you always get: Kokosho, Horo, Kuro, He Who Hungers, Nether Shadow, Nether Traitor, Bloodgoust, Akuda, and Korvikian Horror will always return to your hand if you stack your graveyard correctly, which is really quite nice. So you can cast that right away, and he hits me with progress for another 4. I realized that I couldn't snap Marsh Flats because I just was using it with Urbog. I wanted to make sure that I was still high up on life. So unfortunately I take an extra 2 damage from that, but that's okay, it's not a big deal. And as you can see in my hand, I have a Dread Returning and also a Twilight Call. So I'm doing pretty good. In his grave, he really doesn't have anything creatures-wise, so as long as I can keep him off the board, I should be okay. I can survive this turn. He casts... I think he's going to go for Solomon here. Doesn't really have very much choice. Volcanic's not going to help him unless he wants the 2 damage, which might not be a bad idea. Let's see what he does. Yep, he does go for the Volcanic. Hits me for 2, so I'm at 10. Strikes with Godo, and I think here is where I made a mistake. I think I probably should have let Godo... No. I should have let Godo go through. But the Germ's going to hit me for another 4. So right now we're in a sticky situation. I'm at 2 life. But I do have Twilight Call. And let's see. And I also have Dread Returning, so I have a lot of options here. I'm going to get the Nether Shadow out just in case. I need to block. I draw into Prismatic Lens, that's not going to help. I could Victimize here, or I could Twilight's Call. And I think I go for the Twilight's Call, yep. So, all this stuff comes out. And here's where the combo happens. Kuro combos well with Harabi, so basically you can clear an entire board of theirs. And you can kill your own Kokoshu, so he would lose 5 life and I would gain 5 life just in case. But at this point I think it's pretty much curtains for him unless he has some way to clear my board. Again, if you look at the life scores, it's really close actually. 44-2, or it's super far away. What am I talking about? But I've basically just found my win condition. A name itself plus any revive is a win condition. I'm gonna wait for the life just in case that he tries to hit me with a bolt. Because what I could do is, in response, hit the Kuro to the Kokoshu, get my life back, and I'd be fine, and then I can clear the rest of his board before he equips anything. And I'm pretty sure he realizes what's about to happen. I think he GG's here. Goes for the extra draw, doesn't get anything. And at this point, yeah, he calls GG. Really interesting game. Came down to 2 life, up to 44, and I still pulled it out. That's just the power of a name, just the fact that you can combo off of it's a single cast, basically. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to be doing more of these in the future, but yeah, let me know in the comments what decks you'd like me to play and commentate over. Thanks again. Have a good one.